Hey guys, it is Mike from Baltimore Rides here, wrapping up my sorry, it's a bumpy patch of road right now. Wrapping up my Tuesday night on the road. It is 1:30 a.m. and I feel like I had a good night tonight. So let me kind of give you the breakdown. Dollars wise, we're just at 150 bucks. I know that's not stellar by any stretch of the imagination, but it's kind of a sleepy Tuesday. But where I feel like I won was I did 23 trips. Now, in the grand scheme of things, if you'd said to me 3 months ago, 23 trips for $150 is going to be a good night, I would have laughed in your face. I'm not going to lie. But under my new strategy of half weeks, the Monday through Thursday quest and then the Friday, Saturday, Sunday quest, to really capitalize on this extra money, all of a sudden trips become of much higher priority. And my goal, again, it's like a rematch between me and Uber. 70 trips for $100, exact same as last week. So, this is my rematch week or my redemption week. I'm going to make the quest this time. And that was why trips mattered so much tonight. If you guys recall, last Tuesday, I only did 17 trips. So I knew, I just ran over a roadkill. I knew I wanted to do at least 20 plus trips tonight to ensure that I was off to that, that strong start. 25 was my goal, honestly, but the city is pretty much asleep at this point. I got the 22nd trip took me out into like Pennsylvania Ave, close to the Hyattsville edge, and I left the app on, got one more trip, on the way to 295, and then that's it. So, I'm making a video now with you guys. I could probably turn the app on right after I get off with this video and maybe get one more like in the Laurel area. I don't know if it would count that far north, but anything over 20 was going to be a strong finish. If I do 25 tomorrow and 22 on Thursday, then I'm there. So, I got to basically do 25-ish a night to get the number. So I feel like it's a good Tuesday. Obviously my Wednesday and Thursday have to be equally strong in terms of quantity of trips, but that's really what shot me in the foot last week. Was a 17 was just way too low. It put me in a really hard position to dig out of that hole. So that's why I feel like tonight's a good night. And $100 divided over 3 days is 33 bucks. I mean, put 33 more dollars on today's number and all of a sudden it's 180 something, and that's a pretty decent Tuesday night. So making this quest is very significant. It's really significant. So we will see. Wednesday and Thursday last week were much stronger. They were both $200 days, or thereabouts. So I'm okay with tonight being 150 as long as all three of them aren't. That's really my feelings about that. But I do want to mention one more thing, and then I'm going to wrap it up, because I did my early video earlier today, and there's really not a whole lot to talk about based on what went down tonight. But I do want to make mention of one thing, and this is kind of a public service announcement. DC and Baltimore both have decriminalized marijuana. However, that doesn't mean you don't take issue with passengers in your car that stink of marijuana. And here's why I say that. And it's not happened to me, but I'm smart enough to know that all it takes is one issue. A passenger gets in your car, they totally reek of pot. Just like a cloud, just stink of it to high heaven. They get out of your car when the trip is done, and that next passenger gets in, and your car now stinks like a college dorm room. What do you think's going to happen? If that second customer is not cool with the smell, they're going to report you and say you're a pothead. And that's going to be real bad for you. So in addition to carrying Febreze and, windows down, airing out your car, whatever, it behooves you to report customers that do that. And I'll tell you for why. It behooves you because if you make mention, if you call Uber support or send them a message, hey, had an issue with my rider, reeked of weed, something awful, then God forbid if the next passenger or two passengers in goes, what's that smell? And sends a message about you, you can connect the dots and you can say, hey, look, Uber, look at what happened. 2 rides back, I warned you guys my car stinked something awful because of a passenger. There you go. So cover your own butt. CYA, cover your ass. Protect yourself from possible issues. I just had a lady, I picked her up just off Pennsylvania Avenue. My God, stunk of weed, something awful. Not only did I drive with 2 of the front windows like halfway down the whole way to her destination, but I blasted the car with Febreze afterwards, and then I rolled all 4 windows down and drove, almost until I started this video with all 4 windows down, because you don't want your car to stink like weed and then you get in trouble for it if it's something that you didn't do. So just leaving that out there, guys, common sense, that really goes to any kind of funky odor. But that's the odor that I think I noticed the most in the city is, the potheads that just hop in my car, just totally, just wasted, and they just stink to high heaven. But really, it could be any smell. It could be tacos, cigarette smell. It could be any kind of funky odor that a passenger brings in the car with them. So just an FYI, guys, you want to make report of that. Even if they don't do anything to that passenger, at least there's a written record that you called in, you complained about a passenger's smell, and there's the proof of where the smell came from. Just my public service announcement, guys. I don't have any problem at all about calling Uber about a passenger if I feel like it's an issue that, that could come back and haunt me. So, same thing with dirt. It's not just if somebody barfs in your car, but I had a lady, they went to a wedding, in like a pretty sparkly dress. She got out of the car. I went to get something out of my trunk, and I just happened to look in my back seat the other day, and thank God I did. The back seat was covered in glitter. Like her dress had shedded like 10 pounds of glitter. And I was able to kind of, like using some wet wipes, get most of it up. But I took pictures of it, sent it in, cleanup fee, because, God forbid that next customer gets in and doesn't want to be coated in glitter. I mean, think about these things, when they affect you, when they affect your following passengers, anything like that, you want to document. Take pictures of it, record it. You may not get a cleanup fee, but at least you've made record of it. So just an FYI there, guys. This is your business, your vehicle. Your vehicle is basically your place of business. It's your office. So, you want passengers to treat it with a level of respect. And if they don't, you want to document everything. Document everything. So I'm going to sign off now, guys. Really, really short video. Start to the week. I feel it's a good, strong start. I got to do 70 trips. So what is that? That's 47 more to go. 47 more to go. We will get there, I promise. And we're going to have another strong week. I'll see you guys later. I will be back on the road tomorrow.